Hello. Okay, you're welcome to the pre-market minutes. Now, this show is basically what you've been waiting for, right? What basically what we'll be doing. Hello. It's yeah. I think I can hear myself. I can hear myself. This show is basically what you've been waiting for, right? Yeah. Basically what we'll be doing. Sorry, I can hear myself now. Initially, I wasn't hearing myself, so I needed to do those kind of stuff, those kind of settings. So yeah. So what today we'll be doing is going through some of the markets, what is happening, what is Elon Musk saying. Yeah. Now I think he's back praising Donald Trump of some of his stuffs. Yeah. So basically that is it. So today we'll just go through some of the news for you. We have a lot of stuff for you today, so don't just go away. What I want to do this morning is go through our stuffs and check what is happening, right? So first, we will look at the indices. So the S&P, it's up by 0.13%, yeah. So which is good. Today, I think we are on green, yeah. So I'm seeing my indicators are all green. So S&P it basically green for us. We are up by 0.14. Yes, from yesterday. So we are up by 0.14. That is the S&P for us today. And I think when I was checking through some of the Nasdaq, also we are up by 0.02. So 0.02. So it really is not bad for us. And the Dow also we are up by 0.24. So that's also not bad. Today we are green today, yeah, 0.23%. So it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Yeah, that is what I'm looking at things. I think today will be a great day. And the VIX also be up by 0.6%. So it's not bad. So let's look at crypto. What is happening in the crypto market? Yes, crypto. Yes, we are also up by 1.78%. So we are hovering around 107. Yeah, 107. Yesterday, I think was 107. And today too, we are just around 107. So it's not bad. Yeah, so let me see what we are doing today. Yesterday was 107. Yeah, and today, yeah, the same thing, 107. So it's not that bad. 1.78%. Yeah. Again, Ethereum is also up, yeah, basically around the prices we saw yesterday. Ethereum is also up by 1.7% as well. So it is around 2,400, yeah. So it's not bad. SRP is also we up by 0.38, and Solana is also up by 1.27%. So it's also not bad for us. The crypto market is booming because day in day out you see a lot of stuff happening. So for me, I think we are good. We are good today. Yeah. So what we'll be doing next is going through some of the watch lists, what's happening over there. So first, I'll just start with Tesla, right? So Tesla is up by 0.67, yeah, 0.67, yeah. So it is 302. I can see no, because yesterday was 300 was 300, yeah. So today is around 302. So we are up by 0.7, which is good. It's good for us because yesterday it closed at 300.71, and today we are up by 0.7%, which is 302.83. Now let's look at AMD and see if we see something there. So AMD, I can say advanced micro devices. Okay, so we are also down because yesterday closed at 136, and today we are down by we are down by 0.15, yeah. So it's 135 today. And let's see the other competitors. Broadcom. So let's see Broadcom. Yesterday it closed at 264. Yeah, yesterday it closed at 264.74. Today it's up by 0.03, which is 264.83. It's not that much, but I think we will take it like that, right? Yeah. Which is not bad. Intel. Today Intel is up by 2%. What is happening? So I'll show you something. No, it's down. But I'm getting some news that Intel is, I think, one of their best news today. We will go through some of the news, but I think it should be up. I don't know. So yesterday it closed at 22.85, and this morning we are up by, we are down by 1.01. What is happening? I was thinking because of the good news, yeah. Because look at this. So I think we will just go through some of the news for you guys. So Intel considers halting external sales of costly 18A chip processing, right? So let me go through the news for you, because this news I was thinking it should be good, but I think it's bad, because they are what they are doing is. So let's go through it. It said Intel is actively considering halting. So remember, halting means I think. So let's analyze this. So if we are implementing something and it's not going well, what you do is you halt it, right? So ideally, they are halting the external sales of its 18A chip processors due to mounting financial losses that they were losing. So you see, it's weak customer demand. So definitely it will go down. Yeah, and the struggle. I think they were struggling a bit. So you see, they invested a lot in it, billions of dollars in it. Now, and it failed to attract most of the customers. So I think that is why. So what they are doing is they are abandoning the external sales, and what they want to do is now focus their attention on the 14A processors, which they believe it could better compete with TSMC. So yeah, so it's as I was telling you, it's down just because of the news that came in today. So they are down by 1.01%. Yeah, that's Intel. Now let me see if I can go through Micron Technology before we go to Nvidia. Now, Micron Technology is also up by 0.07%. What do you have any latest news for Micron? I think we don't have, but what I'm seeing here is AI demand drives Micron to record Q3 revenue. So so you saw they posted one of the highest revenue, which was about 9.3 billion. So it was that much. This app was up by 37% year over year. So yeah, so it's not too much surprising to me. So I knew this was going to happen, because if you post this kind of revenue, definitely you expect to just go up. So yeah, that's Micron. Let's go on to Nvidia. Let's see what is happening at Nvidia. Nvidia is down. Yes, Nvidia is down. Okay, so Nvidia closed the market yesterday 153.3. Today, what are we seeing? They are down by 0.57. Let me see. What news do we have for Nvidia? Do you have any latest news on Nvidia? No. We don't have any latest news for Nvidia. We don't have any latest news for Nvidia, yeah? So, those are some of it. Nvidia is down. Let me see Apple. What is happening to, let me see. Let me go here and check some of the stuff that we are seeing. So, Apple. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay. So, Apple. Yes, Apple is up by 1.08%. Yeah, Apple is up 1.08%. So so they closed yesterday by 207.82. Today it's 210, right? So they are up by 1.05%. So it's not bad. So you see, I'll be going through some of the stuff. I think you should be going through, because we have a lot of news to cover before we move on. We have a lot of news to cover. We have a lot of news to cover. Yeah, so what I will do is just go through some of the news. I have a lot. I have a lot of you guys. A lot for you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let me go through some of the stuffs. The news. Yeah. So let me start from Elon Musk. Starlink now available in Sri Lanka, which is huge. Yes. This is huge for Starlink. Yes. That's huge for Starlink. Yeah. That's not a joke. Yeah. Because it seems Starlink is getting like they are getting a lot. They are getting a lot from these customers. Yeah, I think one of these days what we will do is we just go through Starlink and let me check from Perplexity and see if I can get how many. Okay, so Starlink. Let me see. Starlink, right? Let me see if I can get some stuff from here. Okay, we will check it. We will check that one later. We will check that one later. So let's go back to X and go through some of my feeds and see the latest trending news that's happening here. Yeah. So Donald Trump is still on it. So so yesterday the rabbit hole posted this. I know this was on the June 30th. Now he posted this depth. This is what it says that depth and that Democrats. Now remember, Democrat is in blue and Republicans is in red. So this is it. So the rabbit hole posted this, and Donald Trump came back. They just pretend to be two parties. It's just one party in reality. So it's yes, he has been mounting pressure on this big beautiful bill. Yeah, so it's not surprising that he's back. What I want to do today or before we start is let me go through because I did bookmark some of the things we'll be going through this morning. So first, yeah. So we go through first this one. Maybe we'll get some updated news from Wall Street Engine. So let's okay. The US H1 job cuts hit highest since 2020. So we have the Challenger reports which came. So Challenger reports US companies announced 744,000 plus job cuts in the first half of 2025. This is one of the most highest since 2020. And this June cuts total nearly 48k, flat year over year. And it is down by 49% from May. So yes, this is one of the news that happened. This just came like just 6 minutes ago. Another one, another news I would want to bring to your attention is this one. So Lyft appointed Stephen Hope as Chief Accounting Officer, effective July 7, and he's taken over as a Principal Accounting Officer, CFO, from CFO Erin Barry, who continues as CFO and Principal Financial Officer as well. So this one is also from Lyft. They've appointed a new CFO. Now, EU proposes new climate targets of 90% emission cuts by 2040 compared with the 1990 levels. This is from Wall Street Journal. The next one we want to look at is this one, which is Netflix. Netflix is expanding its music competition. Now they want to add celebrity interviews and also during some of the live events because I think they want to move beyond these prestige TV elite with Spotify. So they want to include most of the show. They want to make these shows lively. So Netflix explores music shows and celebrity interviews as part of live TV push. This will make these kind of TV programs so lively because I think investors or the audience will like some of these stuff that Netflix is bringing up on board. Now, Tesla sold about 191k casting. This is in Q2 deliveries in China. This is only in China alone. But remember, they are down by 6.8% year over year market because remember, I think for me, you see, one thing we should remember in this market is now BYD. When you go to China, it's one of the top Chinese rivals. So when you compare it, they sold around 377, right? This is over 300K, right? So when you compare that to what Tesla is selling in China, it's a bit very low. And you can compare it to what they did previously, it's low. So I don't know what's happening in China. What's happening to Tesla in their deliverables in China. Don't forget to they also have these competitors in China because BYD, I think their topmost priority is in China, not only in the Chinese market, but they want to move out. So it's not so surprising to me. It's not so surprising to me. Now, another one, Apple. Yeah, this is the news I wanted to bring to you, I think, earlier. So Apple started, so what they've done is they've started early prototyping for its affordable iPhone in June. So what they want to do is they want to finish testing by late 2025 and launch the second half of 2026. This is per Digi Times. This will be launched in 2026, but they've started these prototype stuff. So for what I'm hearing, I think it will be good. But you see, these foldable iPhones, it's mostly the iPhones we don't have the foldable stuff. But I think this will help if somebody really likes it. So it's not surprising to me that we are seeing this. Yeah. So let me see if we can go through some of the stuff that we have here. JP Morgan downgrades. Really? It is bad. So let me move on and see if we can get in. Yes, this Amazon. So Amazon is expanding its Cuba satellite position in Asia. So Amazon is hiring government sales, right? Government sales leads in Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan to build out its Cuba satellite internet business. The company plans to start commercial service late this year. Now, you see, they are competing with SpaceX. Don't forget about it. This SpaceX Starlink. And because they already have a deal with the Japanese telecom firm. Now, what they want to do is Taiwan sees Cuba as one of the key maintaining internet access if Chinese attacks cut cables. Now, what their plan is, they want to get about 3,236, but for now they have 54 satellites in orbit so far. So for me, I think it's not big surprising. If they continue expanding this, I think they can move on to their target. It's not so surprising to me. Yeah, that is one of the stuff I was really elated about. So let me see if I can get another one. Okay, so Jeff Bezos sold 737 million USD worth of Amazon shares. What is happening? Jeff Bezos, what is missing? Are we missing something here? We don't know what's happening. Maybe Jeff Bezos knows something that some of us don't know. If he is selling this huge, I think it's telling us something. Yeah. So it's not that I don't know what's happening. So I think you should be looking at that. So this is the Intel news that I read earlier. So it said Intel new CEO explores big shift in chip manufacturing business. So bear in mind the 18A didn't work out. The demand was very low, and I think customers didn't like it. So it's not that big surprising to me. So let's see. So yesterday, Jerome Powell was at the ECB forum on central banking, and in fact, he said we went on hold. We went on hold when we saw the size of the tariffs. So when this Liberation Day tariffs came in, so you see one thing for me, I understand Jerome Powell. I understand him very well. He doesn't want to do something stupid. That is what I'm thinking. He doesn't want to do something stupid because I think he wants to just wait and let's see. Because so far we don't have any agreements now. If you understand what I'm saying, if you understand where I'm coming from, we don't have any agreement. So far, that our biggest one is China. Yes, we've signed a deal, but what are we still the deal is still on hold. We don't have the finality on this deal. So what is happening? Now India, we don't know what's happening. Yes, Trump announced that we have some deals with some of the companies or some of the countries, but the announcement is not in yet. So he's a bit skeptical about what to do now. Yes, the last time when he came, he said yes, the economy is bouncing very well, but he's waiting for these tariffs to take effect. What are we doing? Like, so sometimes I'm not a bit surprised about what he's doing, but yeah, he keeps on getting pressure from this administration. He keeps on getting pressure from some of the media houses. I think it was yesterday or last 2 days during this press conference. I think that was last Friday when the Supreme Court ruled that the lower courts can't determine what the federal administration should do. What Trump, I think a journalist asked Trump about this. Why is it that he is not firing Jerome Powell? And I don't know what some of these media guys want from Jerome Powell to do. Yes, the economy is okay for him, as he said the other time he came. But I think he wants to get a finality. He wants to get a certainty with these tariffs. Do we have agreements now? Do we have it? And we don't have it. So for now, he is waiting for this. I'm sure if we don't have, I'm sure if maybe these tariffs weren't around, he would have cut these interest rates. Yeah, because you compare some of the countries, ideally you should be cutting these interest rates. But sometimes I agree with him as well. So Standard Chartered predicts that Bitcoin is going to hit 200k this year. Wow, which will be good. 200k this year, which will be good. Which will be good. We're good for Bitcoin. Which will be good for Bitcoin. Yeah, it will be good for Bitcoin. Okay, and Elon Musk, again, today he praises Donald Trump. For me, sometimes I don't really understand what Trump is doing. Sometimes he does this, sometimes. And this is the richest man and also the most powerful man. So let's not forget it. I get him. Let's not forget it. Now he said so. Yesterday, Trump posted this on Truth Social that there was this 60-day ceasefire between Israel and Gaza. Now today, Trump comes back and says credit where credit is due. Donald Trump has successfully resolved several serious conflicts around the world, and of which I think some are truth because now what you know is the India-Pakistan, yes, he did call them. Again, this is from him personally that he did call the ceasefire in, that is Iran and also Israel. So, and Israel and Gaza. So I think Trump is not telling lies. So it's not bad, yeah. So today I think as job opening, so today I think we have some of the stuff coming up. Review of QRW stablecoin insurance requirements will be happening today. Binance Alpha will also be happening, and we will be looking at some of the outlooks as well. So let me see. Yeah, Intel. Okay. So you see the big beautiful bill. The big beautiful bill that we are all talking about. So when you look at it, go into sections of it. Shibula reported that when you look at some of it, companies such as Intel Corporation, Taiwan Semiconductors, Micron Technology will be eligible for an investment tax credit of 35% if they break ground on new plants before an existing 2026 deadline. So the sweeping tax legislation passed by the Senate yesterday would make it cheaper for semiconductors to build plants in the US. Okay, so remember that ideally we already have 25% over there, but I think now they are increasing it to 35%, which they are increasing it. So 30%, which won't be that bad. So let's look at it. It went to the house. So yesterday they were debating it. So I think we should be looking. We should be waiting to see what will happen today. So yesterday, um, Trump posted this on social that they secured record charging 1.4 billion for political war chest. Remember this 1.4 billion making it the largest in US history political figure. Now this money is expected to be used to support not just his own campaign efforts, but now it's especially Republicans. I think some of them are looking ahead to 2026 midterms election. So now this money will be going in for those kind of stuffs. Now Paramount, CBS is reporting, okay, Paramount agreed to pay 60 million USD to Trump to settle his lawsuit alleging CBS 60-minute deceptive edited an interview with Kamala Harris. Misled news, yeah. So those are some of the news. Let me see. So these are the Tesla numbers. Yeah, so Tesla Chinese wholesale sales were 71,599 units. Rose 16% on month to month, and rose 0.8 on year. Okay. So Alibaba, yes, Alibaba expands its data centers in Southeast Asia to drive AI growth. Alibaba, yes. Yesterday I reported this on my X account, so it's not a bit of surprise for me. Let me see. Let me go through some of the feeds and see if we have some additional news happening this morning before we close up, because this show is basically to give you guys some of the pre-market news. Okay, so MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is driving digital transformation. Okay, this came in 6 minutes. Okay, so another one. So I've already reported on this one. Apple reportedly advanced its foldable iPhone project into prototyping phase with supplies last month, aiming for potential launch in 2026. Yeah, so I reported that yesterday, which is not I reported this morning. So so it's not a big deal. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me see if you have another one. So I read this one. So it said Standard Chartered forecast Bitcoin hitting 135K in Q3 and 200K by the end of the year 2025. And this is basically followed by the ETFs flows, which is coming. So we are just waiting to see what will happen. I would want to go through some of the feed for you before we end the show. Okay, so Alibaba repurchased 700K, over 700K shares on the, spending approximately 9.9 million USD. Yeah, so they've done a repurchasing of some of the shares. Which is not bad. Yeah, for me it's not bad. Before we go, I think we would check the market and see what is happening. Which won't be bad. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can get to Yahoo Finance. Yeah, Netflix lofty valuation. We don't have a bit of much news here. Okay, let's go to Perplexity. Let's see what Tesla is doing before we move on. Yeah, Tesla is still up by 3.302. Yeah, Tesla 202 up by 0.63%. And Nvidia, let me see Google, right? Okay. Google. What is happening here? Okay. Google's Alphabet is down by 0.32%. Yeah, Meta platform. Let me see Meta. What is Meta doing? Yeah, Meta is down by 0.23. Let me see Palantir. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Palantir is also up by, it closed yesterday at 130.68. Today is up by 0.17%. Now it's hovering around 130.90. Yeah. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's look at Coinbase. Coinbase Global. Coinbase closed 335 yesterday. 335. 335. Yes. This morning it's up by 341, by 1.99%. So which is not bad at all. Which is not bad at all. Yeah. So let me go through some of my watch list. So HIMS, let me see. HIMS is up by 0.9%. It closed at 47.96 yesterday, and today is up by 0.80%, which is not surprising, right? Let me see if we have latest news on HIMS. We don't have any latest news on HIMS. We don't have any latest news on HIMS. Yeah. So United Health, UNH is up by. Oh no, this is down. Yeah, because yesterday was 326. It closed with 326, and this morning is down by 1.27. Do you have any latest news on? No, we don't have any latest news. Do you have? Okay, yes, so yeah, so for what analysts are saying, I think they are expecting that they report 25% year-on-year drop by Q2 2020. Yes, yeah, because I think some of the stuff that they were going through wasn't good. So it won't be surprising. Robin Hood. Robin Hood is down 0.67%. Yesterday closed at 92. Don't forget, last two days they launched some of a new product. Yeah, so or should I say token? So and today they're down. So not a bit surprising. Do you have any news for Hood? No, we don't have any news for Hood. SoFi. Let's see SoFi. What's happening? SoFi is down by 0.17%. Do you have any latest news on SoFi? No, we don't have any latest news. Okay, we don't have any latest news on SoFi, so it's not surprising for me if they are down. Let me see if we can get any. Okay, Rocket Lab is up by 0.79%. Yesterday they closed at 34.33, and today they are up by 34.66 or 62 rather. So do you have any latest news? Okay, yeah. So not surprising. So you see, sometimes good news drives investment, right? Good news drives these prices to jump. So Rocket Lab has achieved a significant milestone in advancing U.S. space defense by successfully completing the critical design review for Space Development Agency Tranche 2 transport. So it's not a big surprise. Yeah. So I don't want to go much into details. So because now they are the prime contractor for the DoD, and what they've done now, Rocket Lab will deliver 18 satellites for the T2TL beta program, which is foundational component of the proliferated war flight fighter space architecture that they want to do. So it's not a it's a good news, and it wasn't surprising they are up. Yeah, Rocket Lab is up. ASTS Space Mobile. Let me see what's happening. They are down by 0.24%. Yesterday it closed at 45.11. Today it's 45. It's even 44.9. So, do you have any latest news? No, we don't have any latest news. Um, no, we don't have any latest news. For that, let me see if we can get any news around. Okay, we don't have any news. Today earnings. Yeah, we have earnings, but it's not good earnings. So I think I wouldn't want to go into much into details. So let me see if I can go to. Yeah, let me see my financials, and before we close up, it's 8:15 on the dot. So I would want to close for today. Before we go, let's look at the market again. S&P is still up. Yes, S&P is green. Nasdaq is down 0.14. The Dow is also up by 0.1. The VIX is still 0.6. So these are the latest news making waves. We will end the show here. Tomorrow morning we will bounce back. Thank you, and make sure you are always tuning in. And make sure, don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below. Maybe we don't know what's happening, so just we don't know what went wrong, what went good. Just give your honest opinion and comments, and I think going on, you'll still keep on improving. Yeah. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow morning.